The U.S. Forest Service wants to eliminate the roadless rule, and in the process just devastate all our forests in the United States and turn them into great big corporate tree farms and mines, and then you can pitch a tent between an oil well and a mine that has acid waste draining out of it. Sounds like a great deal to me. So what would change? They're going to yank the 36 CFR 294 subpart B. Now this is a proposed rule right now. It isn't set in stone. So if you raise hell, they might do something. Of course, if you want it, go call them and tell them so. The roadless rule affects tens of millions of acres of relatively undeveloped national forest land. These are forests that, from a wood perspective, haven't got a lot of value except for recreation, nature, and wildlife, okay? And erosion control. Of course, they say that cutting down the trees is going to control erosion, which is total hogwash, okay? Whoever wrote this is wrong. The key argument for repeal is one-size-fits-all national rule can hinder a variety of things. Of course, that's true, and that is why we have flexibilities built into that rule. So it's not a one-size-fits-all. There actually are exceptions for certain health, safety, restoration, and wildfire-related activities. And in other words, what they're saying is complete hogwash again. So a major question is whether complete repeal is actually necessary. In fact, we need Congress to write a law so that they can't do this stuff. Policies are meant to be transitory. They're not supposed to be controlling really important stuff. Congress needs to make a law. The current status, well, the repeal remains as a proposed rule. That means it's still listed as pending regulatory review, and multiple stakeholder meetings were already held in the summer of 2026 before I started this channel. You can contact. The original 2025 scoping period is closed, so there is not currently an open comment period under that notice. The original Forest Service contact was, however, Brad Kinder, the Acting Director of Ecosystem Management Coordination, and his phone number is 202-205-0650, and they put it here so you can call him. Go for it. I'm Dr. Malcolm McCallum, an environmental scientist,